Hey everyone, this is Ken back with another tutorial on a fully compact item sorting and storage system. Now what's cool about this, it also has a built-in overflow protection system as well. Now we do have a ton of storage right behind it, which is great, and it's also expandable, which I'll explain later. Now we also have an item elevator on the side over here built in within the system. So let's begin. We got a chest right here where you dump items in. They all get sorted out. Then whatever doesn't belong there goes right in there. So let me show you. We're going to put some cobblestone, about 5 of them, in this chest. And they all should go right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. That's awesome. Alright, let's try some oak wood. See how that works. Should go right over here in this section. Perfect. Let's try some redstone. That's great. Now what I like about this is the fact that nothing gets stuck in the system. And it works perfectly smooth. Now for example, you put some diamonds in there. You're going to want all your diamonds in that chest where the diamonds belong. See, you put 5 diamonds, you're going to get 5 diamonds. Now in this case, I didn't put no bookshelf in this, so obviously that's a wrong item. So let's put that in there as well, see where it goes. Now what's going to happen is, once you place that in there, it's going to bypass everything and land right in here. Fantastic. So let me show you a little bit of the mechanics behind all of this and how it works. As you can see, we don't use a lot of redstone. Now what happens is, once that comparator on top is activated, it then activates the repeater. Now the repeater activates that block, which then activates that torch to turn off, which that torch controls the block, and right behind that block is a hopper. Now to explain a little bit how this all works, as far as the sorting system, the comparator is connected to the hopper. So the redstone strength, is based on what's in the hopper. Now the hopper has 5 slots. Each slot gives a maximum signal strength of 3 redstone. So we cover the other 4 slots with 1 random item, just to prevent the signal strength, to exceed 3 redstone. Now that is how this overflow system works, because if the strength exceeds that 1 slot, what's going to happen is it's going to mess up the entire system on each one beside it. So how this works is, the signal train, once that gets maxed out, it's going to go upwards to the rest of the hoppers and just keep streaming along. You see that? Just keeps going. Alright, I try to explain that as best I can. I hope you understood. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Now, you can see that the storage system is pretty big. Now, if you want a bigger storage system, we have 2 ways of doing it. Alright, let me show you. Now, the first way is a vertical version of it. Alright, all you're doing is really stacking up the middle part and extending it as high as you want. Okay, you got some hoppers on the side. Doesn't take a lot of items. So basically, for each chest, you're going to need 1 hopper. Now we have this version, which is horizontally expandable. It does take a lot more hoppers, as you can see, to get that rail right across from the top and bottom. And you might have to delete this chest just so you can even everything out and stack each side evenly. See? That's the only difference. So let's begin on the materials we're going to use for this build. Alright, I want you to use a block of your choice, some stairs, a chest, a trap chest, a dropper, a hopper, some redstone, a redstone torch, a repeater, a comparator. That's pretty much it. Now, once you have your platform, I want you to go to one side and dig about 3 blocks deep from this point going forward. Fantastic. Once you've done that, dig 1 more block deeper, right at the end. delete that. And delete that one as well, and the one on the sides. And put a torch right in front of that block right there. Now I want you to place a comparator going forward towards that block. Delete the one next to it and go down one more block and delete those two and put a torch right on top of that and some redstone dust underneath so you could turn off that torch we first placed. Now get one dropper and place it right on top of that torch. Place two hoppers going forward into that dropper and one chest on top of that. Now we're gonna get to that back. We're gonna get to that later, so don't worry about it. Now, the cool thing is that's the only time they actually go down 2 blocks in the entire design. So let's start working on the storage system that we're going to use for this whole system. All right, I want you to place one chest right there. Then, when you go about a few blocks up, then I want you to place one chest on top of that, one there, and then expand it outwards. Then 2 on top. Let's go upwards a little more. Add a chest right at the edge and expand that outwards. Fantastic. And then we're going to repeat that twice, okay? Now add one more chest on top and expand that outwards, and that's it. Perfect. Once you've done that, it's all done, all right? Now I want you to add some hoppers right behind each chest. At this point, it should look like this, okay? Now, I want you to add a stairs right on top of that. Right on top of that chest and blocks upwards. From that point, all the way until you're parallel to the last chest. See? Then add one more inwards and a torch right underneath. And then a comparator right on top facing outwards. Perfect. Then you're going to get a hopper, place one going towards that chest. Perfect. Let's see. And then one hopper going towards that comparator. Great. Now, I want you to add a stairs parallel to that chest right there. So that this repeater is right in front, then a block right behind it, and a block on top of it. And that repeater has to be going towards the block where the torch is at. See? Then you add some redstone dust right on top. There you have it, guys. Now, at this point, you can pause it because right now you're going to extend how many chests and how many sections you want for your build. Okay? Alright, now once you've done that, I want you to then place hoppers right behind each chest. Now, once again, feel free to pause at any point. This will take some time. Awesome. Once you've done that, then we're going to start working on the mechanics of this, all right? Now, this chest right here is going to be for items that don't belong in the system, okay? All right, let me add one more block on the side just so I can have more walk room. Add 2 hoppers going towards it. Now, this is pretty cool. We're going to add a chest, then a hopper right on top. Then a chest, then a hopper, a chest, and the hopper. Then one more chest. Now the reason I did that is because one is more material efficient. And it works just the same way as just adding hoppers. I just figure that hoppers tend to take a lot of materials to make that. It is a pain to make hoppers, not for nothing. Now you're going to add some stairs right on top of those chests. Okay? Fantastic. Now when you add some blocks, about 3 blocks high, at this point you're just replicating that the first thing we just made. So add about 3 blocks high, and right behind the last block I want you to start adding your torches. See? Then add a block right on top of those torches. Fantastic. Now at this point I want you to get your hoppers and you're going to place it right in front of those chests. Alright guys, I kind of noticed I made a slight mistake. Alright, they're supposed to be facing towards the chest, not towards the block. Sorry about that. Alright, now that we corrected that, let's add our comparators going outwards. And then we're going to add our hoppers facing each comparator. Awesome. I like. Fantastic. Awesome. All right, cool. So once we've done that, we're gonna place more blocks right on top, just like so. Then get your stairs ready and stream that right across from one end to the other, and add your repeaters on top of it, facing forward. Then you're gonna cover that with blocks. All right. Stream block right behind it and right on top. Now on top, I want you to add all that. We'll cover everything up with redstone. Fantastic. All right, now we're gonna go back to the dropper we last placed. All right, we're gonna stream that up and make our item elevator. Now I want to stream this up all the way until you get to the last hopper, which is here. Now put one dropper going inwards, facing inwards, just like so. Then you're going to place a hopper towards that chest and stream that until you connect with the dropper. Just like so. Now at this point, let's start getting our blocks ready. And we're going to stream that 2 blocks on the side all the way upwards till we hit the last dropper. And then we're going to delete the blocks in between, back and forth, back and forth. See, you should have this kind of format. Add a torch right behind each one. Just make sure the last block is always parallel to the last dropper. Now add a torch right in front of that as well. Okay, that's very important. See? Feel free to pause at any point to see how it looks. Now at this point, I want you to get your stairs and place it right on top of that chest. And just cover that up. Awesome. Now we're going to go back to once again programming. Remember, 4 blocks, random blocks. And then make sure you get at least 41 or more blocks of your choice. Whatever you want to sort. You see, you put it in like that, cover the last 4. In this case, I'm gonna just drop 64, and it's gonna go down, down, down until it hits 41. Perfect, because 41 only gives a 2 redstone signal strength. Now we're gonna check the chest. We should have about 22. Perfect. Now at this point, the system is ready to go, and you could literally decorate it any which way you want. Okay, I had it in this kind of layout. Thought it was pretty cool. But you can really design it any which way you want to at this point. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could please leave a comment and subscribe. Thanks.